Hello everyone, this is Karen Elaine, and I'm going to show you today how I make these fun little gift bags. I've been folding these bags for a really long time, and I really don't know the designer, the original creator of them. I think I found this in a book that I bought in Japan, in an origami book, but they're really handy and fun to fold. Or this size bag, takes an 8-inch square, and I am using a paper that I found on collagesoup.com. It is an ebook that has holiday designs, and it's perfect for these bags. So I printed this on some laser printer paper, so it's pretty easy. And I'm going to go slow, but once you get the hang of it, you can go fast and fold lots of them really fast. So the first thing you want to do is start the fold with the color or the pattern side on the table. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring the bottom corner up to meet the top corner, and you're just going to make a nice sharp crease. And if it's off a little bit, hopefully this is not origami paper, which is always perfectly square. Sometimes my cuts aren't perfect, but you want to have a good square to make a nice bag. So the next thing is I'm going to open it up. I've got this nice crease here, and I'm not going to crease along. I'm just going to make some little pinch folds here right along this crease so I can mark the place. So I'm going to basically fold or start this, what looks like a fold, but I'm not going to fold it. I'm just going to find that just make a little pinch right where the crease is. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to bring the bottom corner to the crease I just made and make a pinch. And I'm going to bring the next corner to the crease I just made and make a little pinch. So what I've done is I've now marked these two places here, and the reason I need those places is I need to make a fold to determine the width of the bag. I'm just going to take this point and bring it to the little pinch mark that's right here, and I'm going to give that a nice crease, and I'm going to open it up, take this point and bring it over to that other crease, the little pinch, and I want to make sure that this crease is lined up, and then I'm going to crease. Now what that is now I've got the sides of measurement of the bag. And I'm going to take this whole thing and fold it and back to where it was, and I'm going to determine the bottom width of the bag. So if you want a wide bottom or a narrow bottom, this is where you decide. So to make the wider bottom, so that would be, these are about 3/4 of an inch hem or fold. So I'm going to just take about right to here. That's about 3/4, folding it an even width. I'm just going to give that a really nice crease like this. And then what I like to do is I just kind of start this process. I'm going to fold this corner, this long edge to meet that closest vertical crease. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Make that like so. Okay. And then when I open this up, I am going to see that there's like a zigzag or an M, and I'm going to take this closest little point right here. That's going to be where I'm going to take this point and fold it up to that point, lining it up and just folding that so the crease is laying on top of the crease that's underneath, and then just making that. And we do the same thing on this side. Just fold that point to that zigzag crease, and then you're good. Now we're going to take this and we're going to make this center crease a mountain. It's a valley right now, but I'm going to make it into a mountain. I'm just reversing it. I'm just going to kind of pinch this up like this so that it pinches together, and then I'm just going to drop it down, not a new crease, but just drop it down on the existing crease, so it's like this. And I'm going to take it along the crease that's already there, this flap, and I'm just going to fold it upwards like that. And again, just folding things back to where they were. And what I need to do now is just make a fold that just basically I'm determining where I'm going to fold that bag down. I'm going to fold that, crease it really well, and then turn it over, and then fold that down like that. Now, I've pretty much made all the creases I want to make, but one thing I like to do is to make this assembly easier. I'm just going to reverse these outer angled creases a couple of times, and that will help. You'll see what I mean, why I'm doing this, but I just kind of reverse those a couple of times. Same with this one. Just those outer creases or angled creases. Okay, and then the other thing I reverse is when I open this up, I'm going to reverse these flaps that we have just made. Okay, now it's time to assemble. So the bottom of this bag is right here. You can see that rectangle at the bottom. And then I have these little angled pieces. Now they need to be mountains. So right now they are mountains. Because I had done those folds back and forth, it made it easy to do this. So now I'm just going to take those and collapse them into the center like this. And then fold this down. And that is one side of the bag. You can put some glue if you like. In fact, I'll do that. Just a touch of glue just to kind of secure. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, just to kind of keep it so that it doesn't want to just lift up, like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this piece, on this side here. I'm just taking these little sides, making them into mountains, these angled creases, and collapse, and then just fold that down. And that is the bag construction. I'm just going to fold that down and put just a touch of glue on the end just so it will stay put. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make sure it's together. Then I let that. So there it is. It is the bag. Now you can take it and kind of collapse it along the folds that are already there, kind of like just kind of shaping it. And also, if you want to store this, let's say you want to make a lot of bags ahead of time, but you don't want to store them open like this, you can actually, along the existing creases, just kind of collapse it like so, kind of like grocery bags, and you can store it like that. Another reason I do this is when I want to punch the holes for the handles, I'm going to have it closed so that I can do them evenly on both sides. So I'm just going to make a hole on this side and a hole on this side, right kind of across from it, and about the same distance from the edge. And that's that for that. And then now it's even on both sides. So I can open this back up and I can put some string through there. You can see I put string in this one. And after that, you can put some tissue, like these little pieces of some painted tissue paper and a little embellishment. And it really makes for a really special little gift bag for those really small gifts that you want to give at any time of the year. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, just give it a thumbs up and say hello, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season.